What's up, Dispute Tribe? Today we're talking about how to remove accounts like Portfolio. We have Portfolio, Midland, second round, all of those. They actually came out of pocket, they purchased the debt, and how are you supposed to remove them? Well, I will let you know that you do not use the validation of debt directly with them. So let's find out. Okay, so you're probably asking yourself, well, if I can't use the validation of debt method, then how the heck am I going to remove this account? Well, there's something that's really, really important that you need to understand first. It's a collection account. So what's very specific to a collection? Number one, it cannot have late payments. Number two, there should not be a past due. You've heard me say this in multiple videos, but we're very specifically talking about this because so many people have accounts that were sold to companies like Portfolio, Midland, second round, and the like, right? So they're not collecting on behalf of whoever the creditor is. They actually came out of pocket to purchase the account. So it's different than a regular collection agency would be like medical or utility or the like, right? So we're looking for late payments. We're looking for a past due because by default, a collection is closed. There shouldn't be an open collection, okay? That's kind of a third one, but we're sticking with the two main ones. There should be no late payments because by default, a collection is late. You didn't pay it, it went to collections, and hello, it's late, right? There should also not be a past due because by default, a collection is closed and late, right? Because you didn't pay it, so it's late. Why is there a past due? Why are there late payments? Those are the main two things that you need to dispute when you're trying to get portfolio recovery off. It's kind of like disputing a charge off, right? So let's say that there's no late payments. Let's say that there's no past due. So now what do? Well, this part's really, really simple. Dispute it like it's a charge off. You're looking for the date last active, the date last paid, the payment status details. You're looking for, are the balances the same? And so, et cetera, right? And then after you disputed, maybe let's just say 2 rounds, now you're looking for the notice of dispute. Did they put the required notice of dispute pursuant to section 623? No? Okay, it's a violation, okay? So please remember, number one, you are not using the debt validation directly with Portfolio. You don't want to go, here I am, I'm trying to clean up my life, sue me, okay? You don't want to be put in the spotlight if it is within the statute of limitations for them taking you to court within, for your state, okay? Now, that's another thing is that people kind of get it confused. There's a statute of limitations for the state, and there's a statute of limitations for your credit report. The credit report statute of limitation is the same no matter where you are at. However, the statute of limitations for your state is different by state. So I'm in Nevada. Let's just say it's 4 years here. California is 4 years. New York is 4 years. Wisconsin is either like 10 or 15. That means that they can come after you for 10 to 15 years, whichever one is relevant, for the debt. Okay, but here they can only come after you for 4 years, right? So that's what I'm talking about, that it is different per se. So one of the important things that you need to remember is that if you are going to dispute directly with a collection agency or a debt buyer, now with a debt buyer, I do not recommend it. I do not do it for my clients, but I can't force you to pay attention and listen to me, but you want to listen to this. Don't dispute directly with them if it's within that statute of limitations for them taking you to court. Because once again, you don't want to put the limelight on yourself, okay? And yes, you can make it easier for them to sue you, and I don't want that for you. So number one, don't dispute directly with them. Number two, don't use the debt validation method. And number three, look for late payments and a past due. And what am I on? 4? Is this 4? Number 4 or 5, whichever one I'm actually on, treat it as a charge off if you run out of reasons on the past due and that didn't work, and late payments, or if they just don't exist on that reporting. Now, another thing that you will want to pay attention to is where you are pulling your credit report from, okay? So I have all of my clients, literally every single client that I have uses IDENTITYIQ. It is a requirement for the program. Why? Why do I require something when, if I didn't care about results, I'd let them use whatever they want, right? I'd let them use Credit Karma and Credit Check Total and Experian and Credit Sesame and all that kind of stuff. It would save them money, but they'd have to pay me more. Why? Because it would be manual work. I'd have to compare a bunch of different reports against each other. There wouldn't be the actual information that I need to get them the results, right? There wouldn't be the date last active, the date last paid, payment status details, all that kind of stuff. And that means I wouldn't be able to use factual-based disputes. Okay, factual-based disputes is the only way that you should be disputing. You should not be sending out templates. You should not be using blanket disputes. You should not be saying not mine. You should not be using identity theft. You should not be doing online disputes, and you should not be putting yourself in a position to have to do this for 12 months to 5 years. So to make sure that you are actually getting the information that you need to get the best results, use IDENTITYIQ. Now, I will, as a side note, let you know that I am an affiliate with them, but what's $1, okay? I use it because it gives me the information that I need to get my clients the results. So if you want to check out your report on IDENTITYIQ, if you're doing this yourself and you want to continue disputing the right way, or you want to start disputing the right way, then the link is down in the description. I will let you know that you must copy and paste it to your browser. If you click directly on it, you're going to get an error. I don't know why. I asked them, doesn't matter. Copy and paste to your browser. Find out what your report looks like when you are able to see all 17 aspects of your account, right? And yes, that is my little guy, all right? So what I want you to do is go look at your credit report and find out if you have late payments on your collections, and if you have past dues on your collections, or if you have limits on your collections, and et cetera, okay? So this should give you a newfound spark or hope that you'll be able to get your accounts off. These are very, very difficult, all right? And let me just pause this because my little guy is obviously complaining. Okay, I am back. Make sure that when you look at your credit report, you are looking at all aspects of your account for removal, all right? So what this means is that look at it on IDENTITYIQ, or even Smart Credit for that matter, all right? Make sure that you're using factual-based disputes. Make sure you're not using templates. And if you have Portfolio or Midland or any of those, that the very first two things that you look for are past due and late payments. If they're there, dispute them. If they're not, treat it as a charge-off, okay? The one thing I don't want you to do is to say, oh, I don't have a contract with you. That means that you have to remove this account. No, they don't have to remove it because you don't have a contract with them. There would be no debt collection industry if you were supposed to have a contract with them, okay? So you need to dispute these things the right way. Just because you think you're supposed to dispute something as such, it doesn't mean that it's going to get you any results or that it actually exists like that, okay? So please listen to me when I tell you how to dispute something, because I'm telling you from personal experience because I get the results. Speaking of which, if you need help with your personal credit report and you've been dealing with Portfolio or Midland or whoever, Capital One, or all these charge-offs or bankruptcies or repossessions or judgments, late payments, I don't care what they are. If you need my help, all you have to do is click on the link down in the description and schedule a call with me, and I will see if I can help you. All right. And yes, I work from home. It's the middle of a pandemic, so I have my kids with me. Well, right now there's only one. The other one's at the store with my husband, all right? So that is it from me to you. Have a great day. Please stay safe, and if you have any questions, post your comment down in the comments, and I will be catching up on my comments. There's a ton of them to go through, but I have been working very, very hard to get you guys the new dispute playbook, which is a compilation of cheat sheets. All right, so this video was much longer than I wanted it to be. I will see you guys later. I'm going to post a story now about this so you know that this video is coming out, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.